We are now going to be joined by Colin Minehan from the Iona men's water polo team. Colin played his high school water polo for Germantown Academy, where he scored on the game-winning goal on GAPC Day during his sophomore year. In high school, he was also named to the All-Interact team multiple times, and as well as playing on the GA's baseball team. Now a freshman at Iona University, Colin scored his first college goal in his team's win over Connecticut, as well as recording his first career assist in a game over Brown University. Let's now take a look at the goal, followed by the assist.
They're going to attack here, and attack they will. Shot floated up. Oh, what a nice touch shot. That one was Colin Minehan. Little floater over the goalie. Taking advantage of maybe Con being out of position, just floated it up there nicely for the 19th goal of the day.
All right, you saw the goal and the assist there, and we are now joined by Colin Minehan himself. Colin, how you doing today?
I'm good, Brandon. How are you?
I'm doing well. So we're going to start off here with a couple of questions. For somebody who maybe isn't as familiar with water polo, as a sport, could you kind of tell them a little bit about what it is?
So water polo is like your mixture between soccer and basketball. Yes, it's in like an all deep pool, and you're trying to score two goals, very similar to soccer, but you're trying to shoot the ball with your arm into the net.
And then what first got you interested in playing water polo, and when did you realize water polo was something you wanted to pursue seriously?
So in sixth grade, my math teacher offered me an extra percentage on my math quiz if I played water polo instead of football, and I took it and I fell in love with it. And then growing up, I wanted to play college baseball, but once I got to my junior year, I realized how good I'd be at the sport, and ultimately completely switched all my efforts into playing college water polo.
You committed to Iona during your senior year. What made you choose Iona for college water polo?
There was a bunch of different reasons. When I came to visit, the guys were all very welcoming. Like, it felt like a real culture, a really strong culture, and the brother bond. And also, you saw the coaching staff, and you knew that all coaches believed in every single one of their players and tried to turn them into the best people they could be.
And what's the biggest adjustment from high school water polo to now playing in college?
I think when you look at it and you're like lining up and you're looking at the guys across from you, I think it's the size. I mean, you're playing against men instead of like teenagers. You're playing against guys who are 22 to 24 years old. Every guy is 6'2", everyone's 200 pounds. And then you look at it, the conditioning, everyone's in the best shapes of their lives. Everyone can go up and down the pool, no problem. And shooting velocity is so different, where you don't really get to see the ball. Some of these guys throw it so hard.
You're listed as an attacker. How would you personally describe your playing style?
I would say I'm pretty aggressive. I play pretty angry, just like the style of play. I go for steals. I go for the shot blocks, do what I need to do to help the team, specifically on defense. And then when we're on offense, just try and use my speed to my advantage.
And then this season being your freshman season, you scored your first goal against Connecticut College. Walk us through that play and how you felt seeing the ball go past the goalie.
It was definitely a surreal feeling. I mean, waiting almost half the season to get my shot, where you had to wait a bunch of games because they were all really tight and the competition's really good. And once you're a freshman in college, you're kind of bottom of the litter. So getting that opportunity and taking care of business there, it was just a smile just kept running through my face. I was so excited. It felt like all the hard work actually paid off.
Just to kind of follow up on that one, we watched the video. You kind of like lofted the ball over the goalie. What's kind of like the strategy there? Like when you take a different type of shot, like throwing it as fast as you can, or like kind of lofting it over the goalie like that?
Similar to like a changeup in baseball. Like some guy, like all the guys, you think they're gonna try and throw it past you, and then if you throw a pump fake, get the goalie jumped, you can kind of just like flick it over his head, kind of a cheeky move, but most of the time it works if you time it correctly. Just a no spin, throw it up there type of shot.
Yeah, I'd imagine it's probably pretty difficult for the goalie to jump in the water.
Yeah,
it's probably tough.
Yeah, 100%. It's a pretty brutal shot for them if they're already beat.
And then you mentioned in that last answer, it's kind of like a change up in baseball. You played baseball in high school. Is there anything that translates between the two sports for you?
I would say the throwing mechanics, like it's a lot of throwing. It's a lot of shoulder work. Just like when I was a PO at GA, just all the throwing I would do. Similar to here, although it's a little less like shooting. You're swimming every day. Your shoulders are getting worn out, but they're also building strength. So similar to like when we would be in the bullpen getting ready, your shoulder's already ready. Like it's built for that. All the conditioning we do, all the passing we do, it makes you ready for all of it.
And then what are some of your favorite memories of growing up playing water polo or just playing sports in general? Because you've played a bunch growing up.
Yeah, I played quite a few, especially with you too. Obviously, you mentioned the GAPC Day game winner. That was one of the greatest feelings I've ever felt because I fought for a starting spot that entire year. You're playing in the biggest game of the season, it's the only game that matters, and to be the youngest guy in the pool and the senior year on a high note, that's all that mattered to me. Seeing my coach's smile, how happy he was for me and for the team really carried us a long way. And then you got to give credit to GA baseball senior year. That was a blast. The whole season, I mean, we were supposed to not win a game in the Interac, and then we go on a run, unfortunately lose in the state semifinal to the team who ended up winning it. But that whole season was such a culture change for the entire program. And to like watch these guys grow now, it's like I'm really proud of all of them.
Yeah, you had a pretty good first game in the Interac season.
Yeah, we did.
That was not too bad for you guys.
Yeah, the second one when I pitched against SCH, I didn't do too well, but it's all right.
And then what would you tell a kid growing up who dreams of water polo in college?
I would tell them that ultimately they have a choice to get in the water every day or not, because you win the battle by getting in the water and then learning from that. The hardest part of like getting ready for practice every day is actually just in the water. It's more of the mental battle. Like, okay, I'm going to go to work today. Like, work my butt off, get better, do all these things. And you just got to keep going at it. You're going to feel like you're not doing anything at all, and it's a waste of time. But ultimately, the longevity of you being in the water, it's going to pay off.
And then finally, there might be right or wrong answers here. What's your go-to hype song before a game?
I can think of a few. If I'm in a mood where I'm like just trying to like stay light or anything, Cecilia by what's the name? Yeah, Simon and Garfunkel. Or if I'm trying to get myself like really tuned in, The Chain by. You're gonna have to help me. Fleetwood Mac. Sorry. Yeah, I'm struggling there.
I'm not the guy to ask for who music is by. I'm terrible at that stuff.
Yeah.
All right. Well, thank you, Colin, for joining us.
Of course.
Good luck in the future seasons at Iona, and best of luck with college.
Thank you, Brendan. Thank you, guys.
And that will do it for us here today on the GameTime Sports Show. My name is Brendan Flato. Thank you to everybody helping in the back with the show today. Tune in again next week, 5 p.m. Eastern Time every Tuesday. And have a great week, everybody.